Hello all, good morning. So in our previous class, I have explained Pojo. This is the Pojo. So Pojo contains properties and constructor, and this is default constructor. This is parameterized constructor. These are the setter getter methods I explained. So how to access by using the constructor and how to use setter getter methods. Okay, and also we have seen parent class and child class, right? So these are the things we have discussed previous. Okay. So let me remove this. So so I have created parent class and child class object. I can access parent things also. We can access, right? So I have a parent class. I have child class. I am overriding the parent method. So overrides. So method signature same means method name and return type, everything is same. So this is parent from child class. So this is override method. If you see this, so override method. And so and get child is the child class only. So how many ways we can create object? So yesterday we have seen that. So I recap it again, the inheritance concept, how many ways we can create the object. So for example, so parent. So first I can create parent P equals to new parent. So now if you P dot, how many how many methods are accessible? Get parent method only accessible from the parent object. So this is, you can say, string. So this is P1. Okay. Okay. So let me this out. Okay. So P1. Okay. Let me run this. So this is parent is printed successfully. So I just run this. Okay. So run as a Java. Okay. And in child, I have two methods. So override method also there. So so while you create object of parent class, which get method is invoked? Which? So parent class only, right? Parent method only invoked. If you see here, only this parent is invoked. Okay. So parent class only accept the parent things only, not child things. Okay. This is clear. I hope you are all understand this is. So next. So now child. So how to create child object child C equals to new child. So done. So C dot get. How many? How many we are accessing? How many methods we can access? So get parent is accessible and C dot get child both. So child can access both parent and that own methods and parent. Okay. So this is, let me say, string C1 first and string C2 equals ends with the semicolon and says out. Okay. That's C1 and says out that C2. No. Now let me run this. Let me run this. So this is parent from parent, this is child, and this is also coming from child because we have a override method. So if there is no override method, which one is preferable? The parent. So the child class one will be executed. See, I am in parent, this is child, and this is parent from child. And if you see here, if you see here, so let me comment this. Let me comment this. If you run this, now it can take from parent. Okay. So if there is any override methods in your child class, those method will be preferable. If there is no override methods, then it is going to print the parent one. Okay. Now, okay, that's it. So this is what we discussed yesterday. Okay. This is very clear, right? So first it check in child, then it is going to parent. If you have any override method, then it will print. So you see, let me stop. Now, if you can create one more type of object, that is, so we have a parent PC equals to new child of child of child of. See, so this is child, right? So child of this is also possible because child extends parent, right? So this is superclass object reference with child class object. This is called partial way of creation of object. Partial way. Okay. This is way of partial child object. Partial way child object. This object is called pure child object. Pure child object. And this is pure parent, right? Parent. Now, you see here, PC dot get parent method is accessible here. Okay, get parent method is accessible. So now, which parent it is invoked? Okay, we'll see which parent is invoked. Okay, now let me say string. So PC1 equals to string. This is out. So PC1. So now which method is invoked? Okay. So let me comment this too. This one. Okay. So let me see. See, this is parent from child. So this particular get parent, which get parent is overload methods. So that is executed. The parent is executed, the child one, right? Override methods. If you have a override method, then it is going to the partial child object also, it is going to print the child things. Okay. If override things are not there, then it is going to print parent. Okay. And partial child. So if override methods are there, those override methods will be executed. Those methods will be executed, right? Okay. Okay. Only override methods are there. and the methods which are there in parent. But the child things are not possible to execute it here. If you see here in child, we have one more, right? One more method is there, get child. But by using this way of partial way of child object, we cannot access the child thing. See, only parent one will be visible, or else override method. That's it, right? This you should know. And only parent methods and override. So from the child methods, you can only access the parent method, and from the child object, you can access parent and child. If you have override method, that should be a preferable. And here the parent and new child partial way of object only parent thing. Or else if you have any override method, that should be a first preference. Okay, clear? Okay. This way also we can create object. Okay. So next. Okay. So this is clear, right? So let me go. So let me show you one more example within the inheritance, because the inheritance concept is very important thing. So let me take one more example. So this is child and parent relation. Let me take animal class this time. So let me take animal class. Animal. So within animal, don't have any method. So here within the animal, I have public string get animal name return tiger. So this is written tiger. Okay, animal class. I have a animal class. So within the animal class, I have one method, get animal name. And let me create one more class, that is tiger. Okay, tiger. Now this tiger, if I make tiger as a child, now what you can do? Extends animal, right? Extend, by using extends keyword, we can build relation. So if tiger extends animal what? So tiger is a child class and animal is super class. Okay. Okay. Now, now I have a tiger class. Get animal name, or which class? Animal class, right? So get animal name is animal class. Now go to the tiger. So here, let me remove this, or else comment this everything. Okay. Or else let me remove this. No problem. So here, let me call animal class. Animal A equals to new animal. So else with semicolon. Now string name equals to A dot get animal name. So that method will be visible. And let me take this out, and name should print. Right? Name. Okay. Okay. If I execute this, what it is? So tiger. So get why tiger? So because the get animal returns tiger. So I created animal object. So animal. Now here, now let me create tiger class. Tiger t equals to new tiger, hence it's semicolon. Okay. So, so in tiger, is there any method we have? No. Okay. There is no methods in tiger. If you see here, there is no methods. Is there any methods in tiger? No. Right. So, but this tiger extends animal, right? Whenever it extends animal, it has capability to accessing the animal methods by default. Okay. But animal methods. So key dot get animal name, and this is return string, and this should be name t. Okay, name t. Okay, this out name t, or else two. Let me define two. So so let me define which should here name is okay and cat, and here name two is. Oh, I'm defining with the sentence. Okay. Some permission. Now, so see here, name is tiger, name two is tiger. So it should be invoked. The animal methods will be invoked. Tiger. Tiger also the animal should be invoked. Right. Now, now let me override this method. What are the method inside animal? Let me same copy paste into tiger class. Okay. Now whenever you do like this, there is a icon here. Overwrites animal dot get animal name. So now here let me say child tiger. This is child tiger. Let me define as a child. Now let me say one more method which is string animal color. Animal color. So return some white. Now if you go there, test. So if you see here, now name to is and name is. So now this time, so the same method will be written. Now if you see here, Java run, name is tiger, it returns tiger. Name to is child tiger, it returns tiger. Why? Because we have now, there is a override method. So if we have in child, is there any override method? That should be a first preference. Okay. If not, it will go animal. Other than that, it can print this one. Okay. Now we have one more method in child, right? We have one more method in child. By using this tiger object, we can get that, right? So t dot get, what is that? Okay. See, this is get animal. Huh. So now you see here t dot get animal color. It will be invoked, right? By this. But if you see here, this animal get animal color is not there. It can't access. because only you can access the parent things only from the parent. Child things you cannot access. Okay. Next string. This is color goes to okay, what I will see this. Okay. Now this so color color is okay. See, color is white. So the color white is printed successfully. Printed successfully. So one more way of creating object is partial way. So animal a equals to new tiger. So this is possible. Okay. The child reference with parent. The child of object with parent. This is possible. Child object create and assign to parent. That is possible. Okay. Which method is available? If you we can see. Now a dot get animal name. Only one method is available. So, but which get animal name is printed, we will see. So they say a2 goes to fish out a2 value is a2. If you see here, which get animal name is written. If you see here, the animal, if you see here, I am opening the implementation. See, if you see here, the implementation, it should be showing animal class, right? It should be showing returning tiger. Okay. If you click open implementation, it is going to the animal. Okay. But at runtime, so at runtime, so what method is executed? The child thing. So this is called runtime polymorphism. So the same method in animal, get animal name. In tiger, get animal name. Get animal. So, but runtime only decided which method is invoking. So override is called dynamic polymorphism. So that runtime only it is decided, right? So, but in compile time, it is showing the animal class method. But runtime, it is printing the actual tiger class method. So, compilation time, it is showing get animal name within the animal. Okay. Okay. So, this is dynamic polymorphism, we can call it. Okay. That's it. So, over so override is possible only inheritance child classes. Overload is possible within the class. Okay. So this is clear now. So I hope you all you understand this. Okay. So let me go. Okay. Let me go new concept. So okay. Next. Okay. Let me create a class. So let me remove this. Okay. So I have animal class. Okay. Let me introduce new concept. See, now if you see here, if you see here, now if you see here, as of now, so the child class, animal class, so okay, these classes are concrete classes. A concrete classes means, if I say concrete classes means, so concrete, all concrete methods. If I say concrete method means, so there is a implementation. So curly brace open, curly brace close. If I say concrete method means, so there is a implementation is there for this method. So open brace and close brace also there. Okay. So these we can call it as concrete methods, and these are all concrete classes as of now we created. So, okay. So either one line or two line, there is a implementation of method. So there is one more class called, we have abstract class. Abstract class. So what is abstract class? So what are the methods we are going to write abstract class? So abstract class is a class where we can write abstract methods and concrete methods. And concrete methods, okay, both. But concrete class is a class we can write only concrete methods. But in abstract class, we can write abstract methods and concrete methods, both. Okay. So what is concrete methods? What is abstract methods? I tell you. So let me create a class called shape. Okay. Shape. Shape is my class. So this is shape. So let me make my class is a abstract. How to do that? Simple. So there is a keyword called abstract. Now this class is a becomes abstract class. So abstract is a keyword, all small letters, public abstract class name. I am writing two methods. One, let me define two methods. One is abstract methods, one is concrete methods. Public string get shape is a method semicolon. Okay. So public string get shape is a method. Okay. If I make to this method as an abstract method, so let me use this abstract keyword here. Abstract keyword here. So public abstract string get shape semicolon ends with semicolon. So there is no curly brace open closed. This is called, so this is called abstract method. Okay. Abstract method. So abstract method is a method. It contain only declaration. There is no implementation here. Only method declaration is there. So there is a return type. There is a method type. Okay, method name. That is that. So this is called abstract methods. Now concrete methods. So concrete methods means, so already we know public string and get. Let me take area. Area is a method. Get area. You just return. Let me say this is 100, right? So let me define int. Okay. So this method we can call it as concrete method or implemented method. So implemented means, so there is a curly braces we have, and within the curly braces there is one or two lines are there. Read method or implemented method. Implemented method. Okay. So abstract class is a class. Okay. It can accept both abstract methods and concrete methods. But concrete method doesn't accept any abstract method. If you see here, if you say this, copy and paste it from my this class. See, there is a error. You see here. The abstract method get shape in type of animal can only be defined by an abstract class. So there is a error we have. It shows, it tells that so ఇక్కడ నువ్వు రాయలేవు. Only abstract class లోనే you can write it. So this is not a abstract class. So we got a difference now, right? Oh. So why abstract class? Sometimes what happen as a developer, you only the signature. So you only the signature, but you don't know the implementation. So you might think that implementation might be done someone or sometime. So you can define that. So that time you just declare a method. So that class has an abstract class. Okay. So someone should be there and they can the people who wants to implement that method, they can write the own logic. So you are giving only body. Okay. So the people who are going to develop, so they do one implementation. So now, so this is my shape class, right? What shape I want? So somebody wants rectangle, somebody wants circle. So, okay. So let me define one class. New, so new class. So rectangle. So rectangle. So rectangle. So if I want to make my rectangle class as a child class from shape, so what I have to do? Extends. So extends shape. See, whenever I extend, it's showing error. What is the error? So the type rectangle must implement the inherit object method. So whenever you extend a parent, but that parent is abstract. So whenever abstract methods are there, those should be implemented here. So add an implement method here. So override. Get shape method is override. Now you can say rectangle. Rectangle. See, if you see here, see, you compulsory implemented unimplemented method from your child. Okay. You see here, implement shape this time here. Okay. Okay. But again, we have in shape, there is one more implemented method, right? That is your choice. If you want, you can override it. But if don't want, you can leave it. That's it. It's your choice. So if you override method will be invoke. If not, this method will be invoked. But any abstract method is there in shape, you should need to implement it in your child class. So that must be implemented within the child class. Because this is concrete class, extend shape is an abstract class. So shape as abstract method. So you need to implement that method. So if any method is available in shape abstract method, that should be implemented. Suppose in my shape, one more abstract method me say public abstract int get length. Get length. See, now there is error. See, again it is showing error. So you just add unimplemented method here. The length is told. Simply you can do like this. Now it shows implements. So you have to forcefully implement the unimplemented methods from your checklists. So now you can see here implements. You are implement that parent method. Okay. And in shape, so the get area, entire get area. So already implemented the get area. Now you can see the symbol overrides. So this is clear object class. I hope you all understand. So abstract class, we can contain abstract methods and concrete methods. So abstract method means only declaration is there is no implementation we have. Concrete methods mean there is a implementation. 1 or 2 lines are there. Okay. So that means okay. Okay. That's it. So this is choice only, the override methods. Okay. So now there is one more point. Let me remove this all. What is my, see, what is my abstract class? So shape S equals to new shape. New shape. So what is this? So object creation, right? But this is not possible. If it is a abstract class, cannot initiate that type of shape. So because the abstract class we cannot instantiate. So only concrete class you can instantiate. Okay. So objects are not possible. Object creation is not possible. So how you can create object? So you can do it like this. You can refer child one here, right? Rectangle, rectangle class. So this is what type of object creation? Partial way of object creation. The implemented class. This is possible. And if you see here, s dot get length is abstract method, and s dot get shape is abstract method. And so let me define this out here. This out. So you see here. Okay. And again this out. So let me run. So 20 rectangle. Now, so get shape and get length. And there is one more method we have, get area, right? That is also available, right? Okay. S dot get area. Now this how okay. Now let me run this. Let me run this. So higher 100. So here let me define 150. Okay, length is 150 in child. So which class method is invoked? We'll see. So 150 into. The override method is first preference here also, right? Okay. Here also the override method only first preference. If you see here, if override method is not there in see, if you see here, this way of creation, if you go get length implementation, this is showing the abstract method. But in runtime, it is printing the actual value. Okay, the actual value. And get area. Get area also, it is showing 100, but in runtime 150. Okay. And so it is showing it is 150, the implemented method. So the override methods is, so this is the way of partial object. Okay. Partial rectangle object. Partial rectangle. And the second way, the pure child object. So rectangle R equals to, this is pure child object. R dot. So this is, so this is pure child rectangle object. R dot get, so shape, okay, and R dot get length, and R dot get area. These three methods are okay. So all are child areas. So get shape, it is returning child one, and get length, it is showing this, and get area, it's showing it's, because there is no override method field. So if we have override method, then it is showing again. See, okay, get area. Why still it is showing? So I am not saving. Sorry. Okay. Okay. This is in. So let me run this. So this out. Okay. Okay. Now, if I run this, what are the same 20 rectangle is a printed success. Okay. So the implemented class methods only printed if override methods are there. So in partial, now if rectangle, there is no override method is there. Now which one is expected? The parent area executed. Okay. Okay. So 20 rectangle 100, rectangle 20 100. Those are printed, same output. This is called abstract class. So abstract class means, so both methods we can create, abstract methods and concrete methods. So abstract method is a method which does not there any implementation and curly braces. So we can use abstract keyword and we can create. And this is concrete method. So abstract class can contain both abstract method and concrete method. And if you see here, this is the animal class is only contain normal concrete methods. Okay. Abstract methods are not possible within the class of animal because this is normal concrete method, concrete class. Okay. Concrete class means which contain only concrete methods. That's it. So, abstract method means there is no implementation. So who will provide the implementation? So the only child class can provide implementation. Okay. So this is implementation means open brace and close brace return type. Return something return. That logic. Okay. This is called abstract, and also abstract class ki we cannot create object. Okay. How we can create object? So either you can use this partial rectangle object or a pure child rectangle object. Okay. So okay. So I hope you are all understand this abstract class. If you have any questions on this, so you just me on comment box. Okay. Okay. Fine. Okay. So